You don't realize your strength. It's good enough that you are content.
Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. Thanks for joining me now in my live Sunday.
Without you, when I'm with you, ain't nothing ever gonna get me down now. The way you do.
Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. @1Misty on Twitter. Follow me. I say how it is to the government, because the government services for profit, and clearly they say it's not for profit, but when you look into it, clearly it is. Because of my last week's Facebook Live, I've still had no contact from the government. Any MPs, no MPs have contacted me, no one from the government. Not even Mr. Lidington, the Justice Secretary, not even he's contacted me. So we'll just carry on regardless, as far as I'm concerned, on forced adoption. You know, the bark is worse than the bite, as they say, and I will go, giving children a voice in the UK. I centred on forced adoption and men and women not seeing their children, and they're paying CSA. And I'm gonna bring it to the forefront of government, because I'm gonna keep on. And until I get justice for my children, because my 2 children are not lessons for this government to learn from. These 3 masks represent 3 children. 2 of my children and 1 in court. I'm in court in 3 weeks tomorrow. Reunificate a baby back home with the mother. As I got this adoption looked into properly, him on our side, jumping to shove in our corner of the mum. I've had to drop her off to go and see her daughter. I'll take my hat off to this woman, because she's getting stronger and stronger every day. She looks so nice now. All the skin was bad, her eyes were sticking in her head a little bit. She was all sitting all like this. You know what I mean? So I'm changing her slowly, and slowly she's finding herself. You know, we've had a chat with her again today and seen her. When I spoke to her today, because she broke down to me and started crying. But I just gave her a little cuddle and said to her, like, everything's going to be all right. She's nervous, but at the same time, she's not a bad mum. And this council, Thorough Council, we're going to adopt their baby. She's not. She's been around my kids when I've been over there to see her. So she's been around my kids, and she loves my kids. She just can't wait to get the baby back, you know. And she's doing good. She's got a lot of stuff off her in-laws and that. They didn't even give her all their stuff. So these in-laws, they're all fighting, stabbing this woman in the back, just so they can all get the child. I've raised my concerns, and I'm going to be listened to, because I'm a children's rights campaigner. And one time I was going to be working in that council with them social workers to train them and induct them on the street. They will listen to me, and the head of child protection of Thorough Council does listen to me as well. So 100% chance of bringing this baby onto this mum. And I'm going to follow her through, you know. I'm going to follow her through so she gets her own place, back with her daughter, in a safe place where nobody knows where it is, and she can go on with her life. Now she's got a full-time job. Her baby room's done. She's got her own room. She's got her finances. She's got her future support network around her, ready to move on her as soon as she gets her baby back. So this woman's got it all for her. And I think 90% of the chance, I think I'm going to bring this baby home. And this is me, hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, smacking the bum of Thorough Council prices. Do you know what I mean? I've probably cost them absolute thousands upon thousands in the social care budget, because they stole my child and had to give me it back. They failed me son. Psychiatric assessment done on them by Priory. The damage it's done. And there's a woman losing her baby to adoption on a simple housing crisis, and it's not going to happen for the council. And we've got 3 weeks on Monday, and we're ready to go. We're sitting apart. We're sitting about. We don't have to do no paperwork. We don't have to do nothing else. We're just waiting to go to court because we've done it all. We've done everything. The baby room's all done and that. Cal doesn't want to show the baby room yet, so I'm not going to put pictures up there yet. But she's excited, this girl. She's excited. The baby room's all done. All she's starting to buy baby clothes when the baby does come home. I just want her to be strong. If you're watching, Cal, tonight, please be strong. Thanks a lot, Debs, for looking after her. And I mean that. MPs, why are you ignoring forced adoption in this country? Why are you ignoring the fact that men and women are not seeing their children and they're being forced to pay maintenance and all the rest of it? Unbelievable, government. Unbelievable. You're dealing with the froth of Brexit. What about your day job of dealing with the UK? The UK. There's rubbish all over our streets. You can't cope with it. And there they are putting advertisements on the telly about the NHS need more money already. The winter's coming. Do you know what I mean? The government have got no ideas. They're skint. Or they say they're skint. Where's all the money go? Where does all the money go? You apply for a passport. You apply for a driving licence. You know, council tax. Where's all this money going? Where's it all going? Because it's millions upon millions of pounds. Just, if you go and buy a passport, how much do you have to pay for a passport? There's 60 million people in the country. I don't need to say no more. I don't need to say no more. Where's all the money going, government? Diabolical. The NHS is on its knees. You're stretching the police like an elastic band and it's going to snap. And you don't care, you MPs. You only care about yourselves, mate. And who suffers? Who suffers? I'll tell you the root causes of child poverty. The children suffer. The children suffer. You squeeze every household, government. Greedy people. Yeah? And then you are with your second houses. Where's my second house? I'm a children's rights campaigner. I do Facebook Live every week, government. And you, BBC. On thousands of pounds. I'm mugging myself off here on Facebook Live. I could be working for the BBC. Oh, I forgot, I'm not part of the propaganda wheel. So they're not going to want me on the BBC because I'll tell the truth. Knock trees down to put the propaganda on paper. Government are so greedy, it's untrue. They want your money out of your pocket and they don't care if it affects your child. They don't care. Councillors, quick enough to draw their money, quick enough to walk around the town centre, all you councillors. Bob the knob, that's what you are. And you don't look clever, you councillors. Because when you sit back and look at what you do for the community, it's not a lot. By the name of Chris Baker. Is it Chris Baker? Tim Baker? Chris Baker from UKIP. He went round this mother's house that I'm helping, took pictures of mould and disappeared. And do you know the advice this mother got? Stop paying your rent. Lost their house, bang, social services are on it. Now they want to adopt their baby. I hope you're proud of yourself. Okay, why aren't you looking into that? This is a woman losing their baby on forced adoption. Councillors, they really aggravate me. And I stood in an election for 2015 for Grays Riverside. Old Price Enterprise. The same MP that turned her back. This one in question. Vote Jack and Jackie. She was on my back. Used my story. And the councillors, they're human shields to the council. That's what they are. And they get paid for it. With our money, your money. You. They don't care about cats jumping over fences and shitting all over the garden. They don't care. They'd rather fine you for dog mess. Oh, your dog's just pooed over there. We're going to fine you 80 quid. What about the cats? Cats all over the garden. Can I shoot them cats? Do I see them as a pest? Can I do that? Why aren't we having fines in place for cats? Raise money for children's mental health. Why are we not doing that, government? Why do you favoritise cats over dogs? And when I was in the 2015 election, I said to MP Jackie Doyle Price about an idea I had. dog mess and putting an £85 fine straight in the post. Because if you can do it for a parking ticket, a parking fine, a parking speeding fine, dog mess. If you can database all dogs. That's not a no, it wouldn't work. It's being rolled out in Barking and Dagenham. Unbelievable. And these MPs are all for themselves. Nice. As soon as she got her job as an MP, she took a job on as an assistant whip, turned her back on the whole community. And you got the likes of Tim Aker down at Thurrock. Jackie Dole Price to account. Where are you, Tim? Tim Aker's office in UKIP, and he has to tell me, I'll get noticed everywhere. So why do you feel to tell me that, Tim Aker? I'll get noticed everywhere. Big deal. See if you get noticed. I'll do. These councillors, they won't help you. They'll sit in that council chamber on them council meetings and they'll vote on what they want to vote on. They won't listen to your the community. Community wants. They won't go knocking on doors and listening to the community's concerns. And what also you've got in them councils is the disease to our community when it comes to corruption in the UK at the highest level. And I'm talking committing perjury, fabricating evidence, pulling bits of evidence out of reports. Realised it's so stupid, social services. It was numbered pages 1 to 7, 3 and 4 out in the case. How stupid. My child. Are they having a laugh? Me. To stop you having a voice. Megaphone man, yeah. Ooh, what's your problem? Get on social media. Can we help you? No, you can't, Lynn Carpenter. Deal with it. And this is the chief executive of the council. What's she not looked into? They're all cross wires. All cross wires. And they'll use the heavy-handed tactic, these councils will use heavy-handed tactics. Council tax. That's what they'll do. Around your house to obtain money by menace. And the BBC do the same. Obtain money by menace. You buy a license or you're going to put you in prison. Why aren't you putting me on the TV? If it's for the people, why aren't I on the TV? Why aren't my videos concerned? Telling the truth. And the best the government can do is not put me on the TV and buff all my videos. See that? It's mental. You don't see police knocking on my door on forced adoption. Don't see it. It's about time somebody looked into these councils. Oh, Theresa May. David Cameron, what are you doing in the States? Oh, David Cameron, I'm going to shout for everybody. I want to give a big shout to everybody in the States. Oh, David Cameron charging people £5 to go and see his speech in America. Some stuff. Yeah? Mug him off. Say, what about hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man? Stick it right on him. You people in the States. Any of you people that are going to go and listen to David Cameron's speech, he's charging £5. You shout hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man. Misty. The Misty Barnes case, he knows all about it. I've had letters, and I'm going to prove I've had letters on my next Facebook Live. I have had letters off David Cameron when he was the Prime Minister. Jack for helping us campaign and helping Jackie get her seat. Hey, Jack. And what does he do? Disappears, mate. He doesn't deal with it. He disappears. Done. And it's all right for him to leave his kid in a pub, to leave his treasury box. I didn't do anything wrong. Social services came in my life and stole my child. Your saying is true. No one else can. I'm not fighting to get my child back. 3 children, 3. Here is my evidence. and I'm that good. The council wanted me to train their social workers. And when I said no, they didn't look happy. And when they see me turn up at court, mate, I'm thrust passion for change. A combated social care is a fantastic NHS. It's a fantastic police force respecting this community. We do. And we need to stop all this professional avoidance in these councils. It should be, professional avoidance should be a criminal offence. Corporate manslaughter, it's a fine. If I go to work as a scaffolder and I drop my spanner, I'm in prison. I'm in prison. They can do that down at Grenfell Tower. Salami slicing, cost cutting for panelling. That's what it was. Unbelievable government. And government, you know government, I've got you right there between the legs, mate. And I'm waiting to squeeze tight. Whistleblowers in my council, the highest, they're right up there. You tell me stuff. Even fighting in the council. No one knows. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing in Thurrock Council. Extravagant wages, spending the council's budget, keeping me quiet on social media. I can prove it. Well, what's the auditors going to say? So what do you think about that? The chief executive offering me money to be quiet on social media, and if it's not out of the council budget and it's out of their, I call for her to stand down. I call for my MP to stand down. She's not an assistant whip. She's a Joey to Jeremy Hunt. A great big massive workload. NHS, mate. Get in there. That's where MP Jackie Doll Price is. Like that, mate. Arguing with her husband. I know she is. I've seen her in the 2015 election. Fired off with her husband. In front of my eyes. And this is a councillor and an MP. I know their household is not happy. I know it is. The best thing the government can do is look into this Jackie Doll Price, because welfare extractor, and she's telling me to sue the arses off the council. And there she is in the tabloids, in the papers, the Gazette, budgets and other such things. All the Highways England. She cropped her head up this week in the paper. In the same Jackie Doll Price. What have your little rotten faces got to say? And because I didn't like you, you took offence to that. Just thought I'd let you know that, Mark Cockshaw. Big shout going out to everybody who's logged on to me tonight. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. Follow me on YouTube. Big shout going out to everybody on YouTube that's following me tonight. I'm hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, and I give children a voice. I say how it is to my establishment because I can prove my local government perjured themselves and nicked my kid. They went back to court to defend their perjury and told a pack of lies. Got my child back. 5 years later, I'm still sitting here waiting for justice. Now, I'll say to Mr. Livingston time after time, Mr. Livingston, the Justice Secretary, I hope you're watching, Donald, because this is a circus act, mate. A circus act. A work engine, a voice. And if you don't like that government, deal with it. Deal with it. You do that. You do that. I'm not going to give up. Where's all the money going? You know what I mean? Where's all the money going? All you councillors, what are you doing about all the rubbish on the street? You don't care, mate. Children's rights campaign, and my campaign is based around GPS and children in the UK and around the world. That's what my campaign's about. For children. They make money themselves. GPS and our children all around the world. We would still have Madeleine McCann here. And I'll see posts on Facebook. No, are they being looked into? Why are they being looked into? Is it because hashtag Scouts Megaphone man keeps going on about it? Thousands of pounds of taxpayers' money. Arrested part of the investigation. Why hasn't social services taken their children? My child was stolen on Future Risk Farm. His child was stolen because it was left at Future Risk Farm. And all these families in the UK, Theresa May, Mr. Liddington, they haven't even done that. Children at home. The social workers have said, I'm taking your child on Future Risk Farm. That's what they've done to my work engine. And I'm going to tell you, government, how my work engine want me to tell you. Taste in my mouth, and I'm not going away. I am their voice on forced adoption. A voice. In the prisons. In the prisons, Theresa May and Mr. Liddington. All the paedophiles. Fantastic idea. Everybody seems to like it. Everybody I ask, loving it, mate. Wow, Scouts. Liddington. On the prisons. Let's have a zero tolerance on burglary and mugging old ladies and other such offences. I mean, let's start seeing social workers in prison for what they do, breaking the law. Why is a social worker in the UK protected? Ask me that. Answer me that. Can you, government? It's the centre of your money wheel. Your government. Your economy is social services. Profit. Isn't that right, Edward Simpson? MP, or was. Out of it, squirrel nose. Because you're not looking into it. You're like the rest of them. All double standard MPs in this country. And what have all the Lords going to do about it? He's head above the clouds. I'll take my hat off to him. Because MPs get into power in this country, shit on their manifest, because I'm thrust passion for change, and they go against their manifest. And Lord Sugar says it should be a criminal offence, and I'll back him on that. He's one of us, people, Alan Sugar. He's got where he's got his head down, done what he's had to do. The government can't stop that man, even if they wanted to. You MPs should be ashamed of yourselves. You come in and thought, oh, I'm going to put expense, oh yeah, I'm claiming for another fridge. What about these kids going to school hungry when they finish the 6 weeks holiday? Ghost Megaphone man gives you shit. Doing that, government. Why do you have to get a fail looked after child to be telling you to do this? Establishment, it's called. Every school should have a coach, government. Well, that's why. Oh, we got it from a book. Oh, look. It's not like that. It's like this. No, it ain't like that. And it ain't like that. Yes, and our children. Boosting our NHS. £25 million we can boost the NHS. Bang. That's just GPS and half of our children. There's 850 Alzheimer's sufferers in this country. 1 million bang into the NHS. Boom. Rolling fund. People are diagnosed every day with Alzheimer's. Another GPS. Rolling fund. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone man. And the only reason I let these few ideas out, and I've got loads more in the bag. And what my other rolling funds do is drive down household bills, council tax, TV licence. It doesn't encourage the council to employ people to fine you 80 quid for dropping a fag book. Do they go around finding everyone who drops dog shit? 80 quid? No, I don't care. You've dropped that fag, but 80 quid. I don't care. I don't care if you pick it up. You're still getting fined. Look, that's what they do. Why don't they go and do that to the dog walkers then? They still pick it up. You know what I mean? Why are we having a law against cats? I'm getting sick of cats coming into my garden and shitting all over it. And I'm telling you, I'm going to get a pellet gun and I'm going to shoot the pest. Because that's what it is, a pest. If you're going to build dogs for dog shit, government, why are we not putting that money back into children's services? That government. Can't believe it, mate. How much money do the McCanns get for their investigation of the taxman? It was £80,000 the last lot. And they want more. Government, the McCanns. Because we'd all love to see it on forced adoption. We'd all love to see it. Someone like that gets away with something like that. I play the computer game with my mate. I'll lose my kids for that. It's all right for the mechanics to go on holiday in it. I'll give Madeline a voice. What with the GPS idea? To GPS all our children. We probably still have many other children. Out of the prisons and use them for all children's diseases. Files. Cure children's diseases. Child's right. We haven't got no right in hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. People in Thurrock. It's not only me. Police. They've committed offences. No comment on interview. Got away with. I'm pissed off. And you know you are, you people. I've got friends in the police force. I'll take my hat off to the police force. They're the only people that left me alone. The only people that have left me alone is the police. Fucking right, I'll shout their corner. £19.6 million you cut from their budgetaries, mate. Unbelievable. The Treasury, where are you taking all the money off to? The community. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. On the telly, it's going to explain why you're cutting all the services. You're taking the piss, mate. Like the very same people I'll shout for, the people. Mate. It's about criminal charges on the social workers. And the social workers, in the Misty Barnes case, Jeremy Kyle show and take a polygraph test. Why can't we do that, government? Come on, Jeremy Kyle. Come and have a chat. Because you're all running away from the fact, you're ignoring the fact. Thanks for everyone that's logged on tonight, and I really do mean that. We need to share this shit because the government can't stop me going on the computer. Going out because I've not committed no offences. The best thing the government can do is freeze all the comments. So all you people that are watching live, mate, spread the word. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, it's a man of the people. And I urge any political party that want to take me on, come and get me. Come and speak to me. Children's services. I want to combat social care, forced adoption. I want to put a stop to men not seeing their kids. I want to make men come out of prison and be rehabilitated. Scouts Megaphone man's rolling funds. They've got helping therapy in prison and not just banged up. Because the Justice Secretary, a big shout going out to all you boys that follow me on the land and behind the door. Doesn't care about you lot. Why do you think you lot are all banged up 24 hours a day? He don't give a toss, mate. Adam Lloyd, thanks for joining us tonight. Chat earlier as well, mate. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. Kerry, hello, thanks to you. Hello, Kerry, it was nice to see you. Hello, Jack, CJ, I'll be coming up to see you soon. To the LAC review on the 12th. Lee Anthony Jesson, hello to you. Sis, hello to you. Love you loads, you and your man. Now then, lad, man of my heart, Kirk Eden. What's this? Take on social services. Kirk, the guy I went to a boarding school with. This guy so fucking much, it's untrue. I'm flush passion, I'm sorry. It's untrue. This guy gave me a pair of trainers, high-tech Silver Shadow, I think that was called, in Coldstones Park. I remember it to a T. Love you loads, Kirk. Hello, big cuz. There's my little cousin there, Carla. Spread this, Carla. Show all your friends. I'd like to thank Jack and Cheryl for everything you've done for me. Helped me get my baby back. My baby room done. Can't thank you enough. Thanks a lot for that, Carrie. Love you loads. Your baby's in my heart. CJ just got social worker final statement. Thanks, I'll be able to read that. We've come to that time. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Non-swatch.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna
I raise awareness on nonsense.
When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you
pedophiles? Because I want to raise awareness to the government how much money they have a year to keep these little mugs in prison. To cure all children's disease, doing that. It's a fantastic idea. Because some of these people reoffend, and the government want to it. And what you've got now is gangs and gangs of people outside paedophiles' houses, threatening them and all the rest of it. Government, that's going to be happening all around the country. All around the country. Because people are sick and tired of it. All his neighbours got himself an house. You know what I mean? I don't know why these people in this community of Rolf Harris's new community, I don't know why all these people are not suing that estate agents for putting your children at future risk of harm. And the councils, they do the same. I'm going to touch on that at the end of non-swatch. I'll say again, Rolf Harris, why is he not down the NHS labs curing the children's disease? Yeah. You know, Matteo Manfredi, 30 years old, was staying in a hostel in Chelmsford. In 2016, downloading 665 indecent images of children. Now, as far as I'm concerned, each and every one of them indecent images of children is an abuse. 665 should be separate. Different kids. 665 indecent images of children. Sentenced to 150 hours of unpaid work within 3 years. Days rehabilitation. 75 days of rehabilitation. 30, right? 2017, discovered him searching for websites containing pre-teen porn. So the 75 days rehabilitation, waste of money. The 150 hours of unpaid work, he probably sat around the back of the shed smoking weed. 17, didn't learn a lesson. Searching for websites containing pre-teen porn. 2 years prison, £80,000 and more taxpayers' money. Why isn't this little mug been sent home back to his own country, Theresa May? Mr. Liddington. Why has that not happened? And all these foreign inmates back home. Absolute unbelievable. And the government, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care if the prisons are full. They don't care if all you prisoners are all banged up. They don't care if you're banged up for 24 hours a day. What they do care about, and I'm going to tell all you people, when you kick off on the landing, it costs them money. And it's all over the TV. saying anyone break the law. But what I'm saying to Mr. Livingston is, fund ideas for prisons, for rehabilitation. The paedophiles shouldn't be in prisons, taking up prison spaces, stretching police resources, stretching the hospital NHS because they've been beaten up. Using paedophiles, Ian Huntley, we could be using him. If we was quick, we'd do something for the kids' eyes. He's only got one left. That's non-swatch, mate. That's non-swatch. And I'm annoyed the fact that these councils, when these paedophiles get out of prison, what do? They place them next to a school, health centre. That's what they do, these councils. They do. Or they stick them in a rented room in a property. Stick a family that needs housing in there as well. That's what they do. In fact, the tenants in private houses. That's what they do with families. So I urge all you people out there, paedophile in your street, for putting your children at a future risk of harm. The reason why there's social services steal children. They have a lot of money because this could happen. Take revenge on the government and say, right, you councils, we're taking action against you. Group action. Compo out of it. Because you're putting children's lives at future risk. Back in our community. You're provoking a reaction. Beat him up. You're going to nick him for hitting him. This government, why are we not GPS and our children raising millions of pounds for NHS? CJ, Jack, I need to speak to you about someone you're friends with. Inbox me, please. Inbox me. Get involved with the shits there, and everyone's got their own problems. Nobody. With as many people as I can. I even want all the haters to come and like me, because the more people I like, the bigger change I can make. So you can inbox me, CJ. Let me know if it's a concern I need to know. I'll be much appreciated. That she's part of my work engine. Kirk Eden, the running cost. You're the spoke in the wheel. I am a spoke in the wheel, mate, but it's not going to be a matter of time. It's going to be only a matter of time before a political party do approach me. And the minute I go to court on forced adoption, I'm going to have money, and I've got a job, and I'll have money. And I'll know that. It's about change. And that's why I go the way I do. Put our heads together, and we've got to sort this thing on lower league child abuse, because we've had no justice, mate. See if you can get a group started for me, please. Jack Barnes setting the standard, leading by example. Thanks a lot for that, mate. Hat off to you. Diane Edwards, hello to you. Georgie, hello, love you loads. Louise Bent, hello. Marie Keegan Thomas, best viewer by far. Thanks a lot for that, Marie, and I mean that. Hi, Jack. Where are you going to get the cash for the grants that you'll be sourcing for families in real need? What I was offered. Someone contacted me. I'm not going to name her. She contacted me and offered me funding. She said she was going to get back to me in September. So I'm due for this lady to get back to me. I'm not going to name her because we're going to respect their wishes, because I've not asked her if I can. So I'm not going to name her, but I'd love to. If she's meant to be getting back to me, she's going to give me some funding. She said money's not going to be a problem. I'm hoping she's right, because what I can do, country would be untrue. You know, I mean, I've got 3 kids here I've saved the hands of the council, and it doesn't matter what social services I go to, I'll expertise it better than them because I've lived it. Of it, I've been on the right side of it. So Thanks a lot for that, Kirk, and please share this. Thanks a lot to everybody out in the States who's been sharing me in all the groups, and I really do mean that. The fact that I've lost my papers now. This one, the little squares on. I want to give a big shout to everyone in New Zealand as well. That's it. I want to give a big shout to everyone in New Zealand, the Philippines, Australia. We've got to share this around the globe because hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, is about rolling funds all around the world and using the money in them countries for children's mental health. To do. We wouldn't have children go missing. We wouldn't have children going missing, you know. I'm lost here a little bit. Professional avoidance in these councils and these MPs. They avoid me like you don't believe. Forced adoption. Smacking the arse of my establishment. I'm a red coin. Part of a red coin. On one side of it, you've got the street artist, Banksy. I'll give you a big shout, Banksy. Love you loads. Thanks for all the help you give me. Coin. You've got hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. And we both smacked the arse of the establishment in our own right. Apparently. For the people. To give the people a voice. Because I've been that failed looked after child, but the government ignored the fact that all forms of child abuse, no justice, and they come along and nick my child. Coming in, please get your questions coming in because I'd love to stay on longer. I would love to stay on longer. I mean, I've got ideas for men not seeing their children, rolling fund ideas. Their children are being heard. Child voice. Lee Anthony Jackson, they're all unfit for purpose, and they are. They're good enough when they want to turn out with all the best clobber on and their nice on for expenses day. Children's debate in Parliament, they don't turn out. Lord Beecham and Lord Folks, all the hard work that you do, and look what the MPs are doing. Beecham, Lord Folks, you're not embarrassed. I would be. Jacob Rees-Mogg, look at the way your colleagues are behaving. Richard Bacon from Labour, aren't you embarrassed? You're going to hold the government to account. Bollocks. I am. He ain't going to hold no one to account, Jeremy Corbyn. And where are all the other political parties? Dwindled, mate. That's what they've done. You're going to get one of these right-wing groups coming through, Theresa May. You're not going to be able to stop it. You've got Britain First. You've got the White Pen Dragons. Intelligent people coming through, Theresa May. The parties are. Oh, I'll see it. I'll watch it. Can't stop the vote. You can't watch. It's going to be like Zimbabwe and other places. Oh, well, let's rig the voting. And these governments, they don't care about you people when they're bombing the earth. They don't care when they're fracking it. They live for oil and fuel. We live on this planet. It's a crust. Absolute senseless. You know what I mean? You've got Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, in North Korea, playing these games. Oh. The government are dealing with this guy. And I'll say again, what was it, a plutonium bomb? Plutonium bomb. This geezer wants to fire it. Nitrogen. He wants to fire this. If we use paedophiles, we'd know how to cure it, wouldn't we? Just imagine that if we Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, I can't remember his name, not offending him. But could you imagine it? Cure it. Files to do it. Unbelievable. And it's all for money. Money. Control. And I'll say it again. Listen. Do they want a broken society? that. We're on the road to that. Thanks a lot for Lee Anthony Jessen. Mate. They are, because they don't listen to the people, and they're quick enough to draw their wages. UK, you'd be going to America soon, innit? I hope I will. I hope I do. I hope I do, because I know your press agency are following me on Twitter, and I love the fact. Wonderful country, Donald. I could probably revolutionise children's services in your country. No, Jeremy Corbyn tells lies. I'm going to hold the gun up. Liar. Kirk, you're probably right, mate. You're probably right, because this is a worldwide problem. Forced adoption, social services, economy. Good. I'm carrying on regardless, because I know it's been a blank screen. It's just been a nice video. So the government are not going to deter me. Facebook are not going to deter me. Facebook, he spends millions of pounds to try and cure humans' diseases. Pigs, think about it. I've got the guinea pigs in the paedophiles. All that money you're to cure human diseases. We've got drugs in this country untested in humans. Let's do this. Come on, Donald. Invite me over to your lovely country, man. People. Let me give to your children a voice, Donald. Lydia Miller, hello to you. You're okay, just join. Thanks a lot for this, Lydia. Please join it, like and share it, follow my history on the social media. The government hate it. They try and silence me. I'm not having it. Decision unless you do it for me. Diane Edwards, Jack, can I speak to you when you're not busy? Of course you can. I'll probably link up with you tomorrow sometime, and I'll give you a call on Messenger. Lydia Amelia, I've got 3 kids. Shed some light, perhaps. I've got 3 kids. What, taken into social services? You've just got your 3 kids back, or you've got 3 kids and you've got social services? Inbox me, Lydia. Voice. There's a boy in a secure unit, little scouser, 15. I've got to go and see this kid. All over the place. If people pulled me, literally, there'd be nothing left of me. Everybody wants a piece of me. In Ireland, people in Devon, people, and I just wish I could get everywhere to help everybody. I would, but I can't. It's impossible for me to do that. It's to get me out there, to make change, to get me up there, to put a stop to all this. Because I've been up there with the cabinet top 10. I hold my own, and I'll say how it is. And I don't act like I've got to act like, oh, I better be good. No, I don't, mate. I don't. I'm myself. Please follow me on Twitter @OneMisty. Thanks a lot for everybody that's joined me on YouTube tonight. Now, my governments are ignoring the fact, my central government in the UK, Theresa May, Mr. Liddington, the Justice Secretary, ignoring the fact that Thurrock Council stole my child, defended their perjury, got my child, back, and they choose to ignore the fact. Hello, Jack and Misty. Misty's doing fantastic. She can't wait to get back to school. Social workers who stole my children weren't even registered. There was Thurrock Council that didn't even have a work permit to be in the country, and they were removing children. They were. Lives. I'll see in Thurrock white British families going through social services. And when I get involved with these families, all I see is black African social workers. It was said in the paperwork by a social worker I was racist against blacks and Asians. They turned it racist against me. No, nothing putting that in my file. Well, I've got to say it. Are they not controlling their children? Why have you got a 5 years of age going to go into a school wearing a veil? It's controlling your child. It is. Small kid, you got to wear this. Oh, you're a bad dad. You're a bad dad. Using that child. That little girl doesn't want to wear trainers. She wants to wear shoes. You're making her wear trainers. I'll be deemed a bad father for that. Family to make that child wear a fucking veil and thrust passion, giving that child a voice. Unbelievable. In this country are women. How many? Majid Nawaz. Take my hat off to you. Imams in this country are women. I'm not saying no more, but I'm going to give that child a voice. Not knocking Muslims. Got many friends who are Muslims. A good, honest person. It's controlling your child. It's all right for social services to target us white British people. Future risk of harm, mate, and taking your child. But it's all right for that family to make her wear a veil, make her go to school. It's all right for that now, isn't it? You social workers. Mate. And I'm giving that child a voice. Thanks a lot, Sheila. Louise Bent, the social workers who stole my children weren't even registered, and I'm going to re-echo that, you know, and it was happening at my council. What gets done about that? Oh, sorry, lessons have been learned. Government mark kids enough for lessons for you to learn from. Jack, do you have a mandate, or is it adaptive? Challenge, Kenneth. Big shout going at you, mate. Where is that? I want people to look up on Facebook. Where's my piece of paper that I broke? I want people to look up on Facebook. You can have that, please. I want to give a big shout going out to Kenneth Gabriel. Kenneth Gabriel, take my hat off to you. My heart is with you, son. Be on Facebook Live to look up the UK database for crimes against children. A database for crimes against children. Look it up on Facebook. Children who have died from social services failings. That's what it's all about. There's far too many to name. What are the government doing about all these failings? Crimes against children. What are the government going to do about giving these children a voice? Professional avoidance on these inquiries, or what? Social services failed. Kids have died. What's happening there? Oh, we'll give her a better job. Yeah, she wrote a book, Sharon Shoesmith. Wrote loads of a book and got loads of money out of it. That's what she done. If a man doesn't get a voice, Sharon Shoesmith does. That commits any other person that commits murder, other than Kenneth Noy and anyone else. BBC. I haven't killed nobody. I'm on the BBC. My videos. You don't come and speak to me about my videos. and ignorance of cops in the bite to my government, and I love it. And you can deal with it any way you fucking want. I've forced passion for change. I have. I'll disappear. What's going to happen? I ask government. I'll disappear. What's going to? I'm giving people a voice. Mr. Livingston, just the secretary. What are you doing about it? Country, you sworn when you took your I just wanted to touch on that. Kenneth Gabriel, thanks a lot, mate, for all the little posts that you send me. And I mean that because these need to be heard. Kenneth, challenge day. This man's word is Bond. And Gabriel, Kenneth. Done deal. Sheikh, that's a done deal. You go against that done deal on the street, you find it getting your head punched in. You tick on the street, you don't pay your bill, you get your head punched in. Rolls. Government can't. And they go against the laws of this country. Kenneth, my central government of perjury is a very serious offence. It carries up to 5 years. By your perjury, Thorough Council, Social Services, goes up. Ignores the fact who's the Justice Secretary in the UK. Isn't that right, Mr. Lidington? Man knows all about it because when you go onto images for Jack Bones Thorough, you will see me in an election with Jackie Dore-Price, Theresa May, Grant Shapps was there, Chris Grayling, James Brokenshire. I could carry on. Turn their back, mate. All the voluntary services, that's what they do. Closing down libraries, squeezing the school budgets. They're not going to tell you the real truth of why they're doing that. Megaphone, man, they don't want to give me a voice. What they've done, government's done. Embarrassing themselves. They're not going to put me on the TV. Hence why I've got to stay on the Facebook Live, being mugged off. I'll do this for free. If I'd done this for the BBC, would I get £700,000 a year? Your money. I'm a bum to them. We are walking wallets. Ants to the Queen. That's what we people are. The party was going to shine through, mate. Pendragons, Britain First. There's others. There's others. People are getting sick of it, mate. Realising and waking up. This government are for themselves. They want every pound in your pocket, and they don't care if your child goes to school hungry. They will send in social services. Big hello to you, Sheila Phillips and Misty. Workers who stole my children weren't registered. I've read them votes. I'm going to say a big thank you to my missus tonight at the side of me. Tonight, I'm going to start thinking about closing Facebook down tonight. I've only done a short one tonight because I feel a bit sick. I weren't going to do it, but I'm loyal to you people and I have to do it. I'm sweating out when I've got a cold. I've had my lemon and all that, so not one tonight. But rest be assured, mate, I ain't going anywhere. There's something wrong. I'm here for you. Your voice and forced adoption. I speak for your child. And the more you share this, I can't thank all you people enough. Over 1,000 people have seen this, my last video. I'm getting out there. But I'll slowly catch my monkey. And then I'll shine through like a beaming bit of sunlight, mate. And blind a fucking lot of them. You don't know whether they're surrounding or not, know where I'm coming from. So greedy, mate. Greedy. Just think about all the money that's wasted in government. Please join me next week. Please. I'm going to play a nice song there. I'd love this song to be played at all demonstrations. And I'm so sorry for not sharing anybody's baby posts. I need to keep them all alive, ground. And it hurts if I don't share your posts. But I read I'll look on all your walls. You rest assured I do that. Danny Tubby, they've cut you off again. Dan, you don't want me to get out, mate. Live streaming on YouTube. Big shout out to everyone. Danny, please come on next week. Come round my home. I'll open my door. Might have a laugh. I might get on. You know, they've cut me off again. Dan Tubby says, and that's what they do, Dan, to stop me getting out there, because I won't take money off my council. Social media. Buff my videos so you can't understand what I'm saying, make me sound like a dickhead. I'll carry on regardless, you know. Please share it, mate. So strong it's not our song. All of us, they give children that voice in me. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. I've asked my missus 3 times now to play this song, and I'm still waiting. I think she does it on purpose. I really do. Thanks for doing that again to me. Lessons have been learned, government. Not this time.
The higher you build your barriers,
Okay, so
the taller I become.
please.
The farther you take my rights away, the faster I will run.
Keep me loud and proud for you.
You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away. No matter, cause there's something inside so strong.
What are you going to do, Mr. Livingston?
I know that I can make it.
Shaking your boots.
Oh, you're doing me wrong, so wrong. I thought that my pride was gone.
Hate government.
Something inside so strong.
You shouldn't abuse me, government. Sit down.
Something inside so strong.
Loved a lot of you.
The more you refuse to hear my voice,
Resilient, mate.
the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho.
You know you got to deal with mysteries, mate, didn't you?
Our lies will come tumbling.
And you, Mr. Livingston.
Deny my place and time. You wonder, well, that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you. Because there's something inside so strong.
I love all these
so
people.
strong.
Love me.
I know that I can make it.
Passion.
Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You know that my pride was gone. Oh no.
And I'll keep fighting with you.
Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so
It's
strong.
my therapy. You.
Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough. When we know better, just look them in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
Scared
We're
of you,
gonna
Mr.
do it
Livingston.
anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. Because there's something inside so strong.
Mr. Livingston, where's your political correctness?
I know that I can make it. Why you doing me wrong, so wrong? Because of my pride was something inside so strong. Something inside so strong.
Please join me next week.
Mother, my something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. Something inside so strong.
Join me next Sunday, 9 o'clock. Ted Scouts Megaphone Man. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's joined me tonight on YouTube. Please get me out there, share this, tell all your friends. #Scouts for next week, 9 o'clock, live.